Here we go.
This is how we do it. It's Friday night.
Friday night.
And I'm feeling alright.
The party's hit on the west side.
I can't believe he's a preacher now.
Yeah, I know. That's dope.
Who are you preaching to?
People.
You think in the middle of his sermons, he like, this is how we do it. And everybody like, this is how we
And if he like starts speaking in tongues, he'd be like, sha la 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 la. They'd be like, oh, he's speaking in tongues.
Everybody screaming out relationship goals and all that there, you know what I'm saying? But I see this couple in front of me right here, man. Look, it look like the blueprint.
Yeah, we the realest never branch off and leave. We stick together. The folks of old reminded me of a poem. Don't chase the goal with treasure at home.
Check out the
10 years, commitment over romance. We jam, just waiting for the slow dance. Still cute enough to walk around and hold hands. We're confident we know we ain't gotta hold hands.
What's going on,
You
y'all?
smoking, you got me open my heart.
That's
is
our new
stolen,
theme
I'm
song
open.
right there.
Hey.
Shout out to Show Baraka and his beautiful wife, Vanessa, right?
Hill. Yeah,
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Yeah, man. That song is dope. That's our new intro.
That whole album is crazy.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it already, man, listen to it already. Check out Show Baraka and his wife, Vanessa. What's the name of the album again? I can't remember the name of the
Date
album.
night.
It's called Date Night?
Date
Yeah,
night.
it's dope. What's going on, y'all? We had a week off.
Family.
What's going on, family? We had a
It's
week
been
off.
minutes.
Yeah, it's been a little while. Welcome to our YouTube viewers. Welcome to our Spotify listeners, our Apple Podcast listeners, SoundCloud people. What up? And yeah, y'all here. And shout out to all our Instagram family, Facebook family.
Yes.
We try not to leave everybody out, but
Yes.
appreciate y'all.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. So we had some relaxation last week. Very excited about that. Me and my wife and my family were able to go down and chill at Virginia Beach.
Yes.
Had a great
Some
time.
forced relaxation.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? I feel like I'm low.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
Some forced relaxation, y'all. I had to force your boy over here to relax. That's why we did not have a podcast last Thursday, because I was not doing a podcast on vacation.
But
I
peep
always
this,
had
though.
to remind Aaron that when you're on vacation, it's a vacation for a reason. Like, you work hard, you grind on a regular. When you take time away to rest, you need to really rest. It's
Right.
not working and doing the same things that you do at home.
So if y'all saw me on Instagram, I had to sneak a prayer in there. I got her to sneak with me.
Yo,
and
prayer
pray.
is fine.
Yeah, but she didn't want to do a podcast.
Working.
But peep this out. It was all under false pretenses though, because she made me pack up all our equipment, microphones.
No, you packed up. I said, don't bring the equipment. I said,
no.
don't bring the equipment because when we get away, we're getting away. And you're
Lies.
like, oh no, we're going to have time.
Lies.
We're
All
going
lies.
to have, we're ocean view and we're going to
Lies.
have the ocean in the back.
Exactly. But
No.
but anyway, yeah, so we didn't do a podcast, but we had fun though. We had a great time.
Yeah,
Spent
we
a lot of
did.
time with the family, made some memories. And one of the dopest things that happened on our vacation was we happened to be smack dab in the middle of Pharrell's festival, Something's in the Water. And at first we were kind of annoyed because we didn't know going down there it was going to be this big of a thing. Like they said,
Over 35,000 people showed up.
35,000 people showed up.
Wow.
And the dopest thing was we got to see the whole festival, all 2 days that it happened, right from our balcony. And so it was
For
the
free.
coolest thing. For free.
We didn't have to pay those $250
It was like $250 a ticket. And them people came out there and they had a good time. But we had a good time
man.
too, man. We got to see Pharrell, we got to see Busta Rhymes, we got to see Diddy, we got to see
I got to see Usher.
Usher, yeah,
I'm
Missy
excited
Elliott,
about that.
Timberland, who else
Charlie
was out there?
Wilson.
Charlie Wilson killed it on Sunday. Him and
Chris Brown.
Teddy Riley, Anderson .Paak, and of course I was so excited. Janae Aiko, SZA. I mean, it was a jam-packed thing, man, and it was so dope. SWV was out there, man. It was crazy, and the highlight for me. Oh, also Travis Scott too. My son loves Travis Scott, and so he was rocking out doing his thing, and it was cool. But the highlight.
Tell
My
him how
fan
you
moment.
was screaming like a girl. I told my sister the story. I'm like, Erin was literally in fan mode screaming like a girl. And she's like, did you get it on tape? Like, did you get it
Nope.
on video? Because we need to see this.
I got
I'm
it
like,
on audio,
he
though.
was literally screaming like a girl.
No, it was
Top of
like,
his
yeah.
lungs. Like, no. It was like, ah, Jesus!
Anyway,
Yeah.
Jay-Z was there, and that's one of my that's one of the people I thought I'd probably never see in concert because it's always expensive, and I definitely don't want to go to no cheap seats. But I got to see Jay-Z, and he killed it as usual. And it was a moment I always remember that moment. So, and I got to see it right from my balcony, and it was so dope. I might even add a picture or something in there just so y'all can see the magnitude of people that was there. But we had an amazing time. Got to dance with my wife. Got to see the kids have a good time, laugh. They doing their dances and all that stuff. But we just vibed out, man. Yeah. And whenever we were done, because it was going on all night, we just closed our door. And you couldn't hear nothing. So it was.
I think for the first 2 nights, we were exhausted for like the first few days into vacation because we got no sleep. Like we were up. No sleep.
We were
very
dancing.
Late. We were like so tired from driving down there. Like, oh my gosh, we usually get in, settle in. We usually go to Virginia Beach that time every year because it's nice and quiet. Mm-hmm. The beach is good. The weather is here and there. You never know what kind of weather you're going to expect. But we always come back very rested. Right. And this time when we showed up to like packed parking lots, packed hotel, packed beach, I usually just like take my shoes off and just like go right on the sand, and I couldn't do that this time because everything was all blocked off. But it turned out to be good. It was a good experience to see all those artists that we've never seen
for free.
So for free, from our balcony.
From our balcony. It was dope. We had our chairs set up. Yeah, we had our chairs out there. Our kids had an amazing time. And we really we had a ball. Yeah. And it was a great vacation. And it was well and much needed. So,
yeah. I came back feeling rested. Shout out to Pharrell. Yeah, that was awesome that he did that for Virginia Beach. Yeah. We came back feeling rested. I told someone, they're like, how was vacation? I'm like, I came back feeling rested, loved, and that I was very blessed.
Very blessed, very blessed. Yeah, definitely.
I got a chance to just watch my kids. Like, I didn't have to worry about work, chores, laundry, anything. I just kind of got to just sit there, watch them at the pool, watch them at the beach, just got to interact with them and spend time with them.
We just did everything. Like, we really just relaxed.
We just got to love on each other, and it was awesome.
It was cool. So, we love Virginia Beach, and shout out to everybody.
All right, hot topics this week, or what are we talking about?
Hot topics. Yes. So, this week, only one thing really happened so far, and it's this whole Ayesha Curry thing. She was on Red Table Talk with Jada Smith and with Jada Pinkett Smith, and it was a pretty good interview, but it's one comment that's going viral right now. Awesome interview, and this is the comment right here. Y'all check it out.
Something that really bothers me and, like, honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, there are all these women, like, throwing themselves. But me, like, the past 10 years, like, I don't have any of that. Like, I have zero, this sounds weird, but, like, male attention. And so then, like, I begin to internalize it, and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
You're not looking.
What?
You're not looking. You're not even.
But I'm gonna tell you something else too. When your radar's turned off, because I dealt with that for years too. Like, and I was young, like you.
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh my
not
God.
fair.
I mean,
because I don't want it, but it'd be nice to know that, like, someone's looking.
But when your radar's turned off, right, that can get real dangerous. Don't ever think for 1 minute that it ain't some men out there looking at you like, I wish.
So that's the comment, and we're gonna kind of talk about it because my wife actually watched the whole interview for Red Table Talk, and she had different. That was the reason why we're talking about it, because it's going viral right now, and people are saying, "Oh, how could you want to be admired by other men and you have Steph Curry at home? Does he not make you feel like a woman? Why are you looking for validation through other men and all this other stuff?"
So I think
I wanted my wife to kind of talk about it and give her thoughts, because she saw the whole interview. So some people are taking the thing out of context, but my wife saw the whole thing so she could talk more about it.
All right, I guess we could both talk about it.
Oh, okay. Well,
we could both talk about it. I think the captions we're seeing, like, does Ayesha Curry want, like, desiring, like, male groupies, which I think is just, like, a stretch. I watched the interview. I loved it. I mean, I was actually inspired by it. I was inspired by all the women and the Curry dynasty, like they were calling it. And his mother, Stephen Curry's mom, is married to an NBA player.
Del Curry, one of the greatest shooters of all time.
So she has 2 sons in the NBA. Her daughter is also married to an NBA player. The son is engaged to, he just got engaged recently to a daughter of an NBA player.
Which I didn't know, but that's kind of
so.
Cool
It's
too.
just like an NBA family. You got to really see the background. I think us on the outside, we see the money and the fame, and we think like these people have it all together. They live in big mansions and have the perfect lives because they're rich, they're wealthy, they're young, they can do, whatever they want to do. Yeah. And it's just good to see behind the scenes, because at home, like while they're on the court, like while you're doing your thing and pursuing your music, like there's some times that you're away and I'm at home and I'm taking care of the kids and I'm holding down the house.
Right.
We don't see the behind the scenes stuff. We don't see how Aisha's supporting Steph to be the player and to be the man that he is. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like people are taking it all out of proportion. The way that she was discussing it, she was saying that they're around so many people, and so many women are always like flocking to him, like just boldly in her face, trying to like talk to him and get at him. Yeah. And she was just saying like, she feels like on the other side, like men don't do that to her. Like men don't. Need to move my mic up a little.
Yeah, you're talking over it.
Men don't really, men don't come up to her, like, they don't really, like she said she felt like some kind of insecurity about it, like, is something wrong with me, because men are not approaching me, men are not trying to, talk to me, and I think, and not just for her, I think all women go through that, like, even Jada was like, yeah, I know what you're talking about, because all these girls are coming after Will Smith, and and she's always like, oh, what about me? Like anybody think I'm pretty? Anybody think I'm hot? Like nobody's trying to holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I get that, because you were talking about this before we started. And, sometimes, like I tell my wife all the time, she's beautiful. Like, I don't let a day go by that I don't tell her she's beautiful. And so, my thing is like, well, and what's seen on the internet and stuff like that, people saying, well, if your husband's thinking you're beautiful, why are you worried about what other men are thinking? I get it. Sometimes you do want to get, you want other people to...
That outside validation.
Yeah, outside validation. Say, yeah, I do feel beautiful today. Or somebody hold the door for you. Not even saying you're beautiful. Somebody hold the door for you makes you feel good. You know what I mean?
I know. Anything. Like, anything. Some people will be like, oh, you have a nice smile. Or, like...
Who told you that?
I love that you're always so friendly. And you're always talking. You're always saying hi. Like... Yeah. Oh, like, you look nice in that shirt. Like, I don't think she's out there like, oh, I need another man in addition to Stephen Curry. Like,
right. Yeah, she's not looking for somebody to come and take her away.
She's being human. I love her because she's so transparent. Like, we all go through that. Like, I'm sure if a lady besides me is like, hey, Aaron, you look nice in that shirt, or
like, you better stop, girl.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. But I'm sure somebody say to you, like, you look nice today. Like, you'll feel good about it. Because sometimes you tell me I'm beautiful all the time, but I'm always like, really? Like, you guys say that because you're my husband.
Nah, I mean it, though.
I feel like somebody from the outside say that. Like, they don't have to say that. Like, I feel like you have to tell me I look beautiful every day.
I don't have to. There's some men that don't tell their wives they look beautiful, but I get what you're saying.
But to be a good husband, like, you want to keep your woman feeling good. Like, I make sure I tell you, like, you're looking nice too. But for somebody from the outside to say it, I feel like you're like, all right, like, okay, I still got it, kind of thing.
I get it. And so, but for some reason, the internet is taking this thing so blown away out of proportion. She's on if you go on social media, she's on everything. She's on the Shade Room. She's on She's on a bunch of different celebrity pages, and people are taking it up for her, but other people also, kind of kicking her back into, and it's not necessary.
Does she care though? Do they care? Because I feel like they just go on living their best lives.
Yeah, and then the other thing is too, I'm pretty sure her husband don't care. So you know what I mean. And if he does care, the world ain't gonna know about it because he's gonna address it with her. So leave it alone. It's not a big deal, and y'all worry about y'all marriage.
What do you think if I said that in an interview?
I'm not gonna lie, I would be like, yo, like, why does that even matter? When you're married to me and I'm telling you you're beautiful every day.
So you do feel some kind of way about it.
I don't, but what I'm saying is it's not the biggest of deals to me.
But you would address it with me, like
I would, because I would ask you, is there something that I'm not doing that if the validation that you need from somebody else, just to tell you you're pretty or you're looking a certain way, is there something that I'm not doing? You know what I mean? That will make you feel that way, because she almost said that she kind of gets a little bit anxiety about it, right?
No, she was saying she has anxiety about other issues.
Okay.
Anxiety came up not related to that, but other issues.
Okay. Well, I get that.
I really think she was just saying, like, just being honest about things that women struggle with. Like, we want to be told that, we're pretty, we look nice. Like, especially in an environment your husband's getting all the attention. I think you want some attention too. Like you don't want it all to be on like one spouse, you know?
No, I get it, yeah. And so y'all leave her alone. All right, that's our girl right there. Shout out to Aisha Curry. Shout out to the Currys and the Curry Dynasty. What do you call it? Curry Dynasty?
Yeah.
Good Christian people that love to have fun.
Dynasty.
Love them. All right, so that was our hot topic. We ain't gonna go to. It's a couple other things happening, but it's not worth the time. Anyway, so let's
happening?
Huh?
What else is happening?
No, don't even worry about it. We're going to get right into our topic because we don't want to be before you long. We're going to keep you.
Oh, boy.
We're not going to keep you too long. So we're going to get right into our topic.
One more hot topic.
Okay, babe.
What is that? What's going on? One more hot topic.
Oh, no, man. Oh, we saw Avengers.
Really?
I don't want to spoil it for you.
I hate to spoil it for you, but...
Yeah. So, I was on Facebook yesterday and somebody was like, they said what happened at the end of it and they were like, fight me. And then people was like, why would you do that? Like,
I mess around with my son all the time. I call him like, hey, I'm so sorry I have to break this to you. And then I'm like, but this happens.
Yeah.
And he's like, really, Mom? Bye.
yeah. But some people were like, this girl really did that. She told exactly what happened at the end.
What about that post? I feel like my mic is just...
Yeah, since you messed with it.
What about that post on the Shade Room that... that said that coworker, like somebody got fired from their job because their coworker told them the end of
they told them the end of Avengers and they literally got into a fight.
They got to see it. Yeah, they started fighting.
They started fighting.
I was like,
fist fighting.
It's not that serious.
Yeah, they started fist fighting. It's not that serious. And now my wife has to fix her thing and it's not going to work like that. So thank you for moving your microphone. Now you got to hold it the rest of the episode.
That's okay. That's all good. I'm good.
All right.
I just want to make sure that you can hear me.
I can't because it keeps falling down.
Can you hear me now?
I can, now, but you got to keep it there. Okay. Sorry for that, y'all. Yeah, so we're going to get right into our topic. This week's Mother's Day. This Sunday is Mother's Day. So salute to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to you guys. We appreciate you. We love you guys. We talk to you guys all the time on Instagram, and we appreciate you guys, man. And this is Mother's Day. So what better subject to discuss on this podcast except for mothers, right?
Yeah.
So obviously my beautiful wife is a mother of 3. She's an amazing wife, amazing mother. Just seeing her interact with the kids on a daily basis is one of the best things to ever see.
Thank you, babe.
And we were kind of testing our kids, and we were asking our kids, what's one thing that your mom's taught you that you'll never forget? And then all of them had a deer in the headlight look like, am I gonna get whooped if I say the wrong thing?
No, but, they did not have that. This is my moment. Why are you telling my moment?
No, because this
is my moment.
You explained it as the kids were just like oh, like like where's this coming from?
Yeah, they were just shocked that I asked them that.
Yeah. But they had great things to say. And one thing my wife always says is, "You are God's masterpiece," right? That's
I always want my kids to remember no matter what they're going through, and I feel like if I just tell it to them now while they're young, hopefully it'll stick with them.
Yeah.
So anytime I see them, every time we have a moment to hug, I usually embrace them, and then I'm like, you're God's masterpiece. Like I always whisper that in their ear. Right. So Sydney said, what's one thing that mommy has said to you, have taught you, that you always remember? Right. And first she joked around because she's silly like you. And she was just like, so this is our 7-year-old, and she was like, go clean your room or your room is always dirty. And I was like, really? And she was like, no, I'm just joking. And she was like, you always remind me that I'm God's masterpiece and that God loves me and that he's with me no matter what. And I was like, yes, I'm killing this mom game. And then Jordan, our 12-year-old, I asked him the same thing. And he was like, well, what did the girls say? Did they go deep or were they like surface with it? And I'm like, boy, just answer the question. Yeah. So then he said, you've taught me how to love. Man, when I tell you, I wanted to just melt. Yeah. I wanted to just melt.
I know.
Right there. And I was like, what does that mean? And he's like, you just taught me how to like love myself, how to love people. You taught me how to be nice to people, like how to react to other people. And I'm like, man, I was feeling good about myself.
You're like, I'm killing this mom game.
I am killing this mom game. No, I was just telling my coworker the other day. She was just like, you guys have an amazing family. I really admire your family, your kids, and your marriage. And I was just like, we work so hard. Like, we're so intentional. We're not perfect, but we're so intentional about, being good parents.
Yeah, and and that's one thing we always talk about is leaving a legacy for our children, whether it be through spiritual, through their faith, or financial, emotional. We try and leave a legacy for we are intentional every day about leaving a legacy for our children because it's that important to us. And so I put a thing on Instagram. If you don't follow us on Instagram, please follow us, AP Toya Podcast on Instagram. I put a picture out there, and the picture said, "What was the best advice your mom ever gave you?" So before I read some of these things off, what is the best advice your mom gave you? Can you think of one?
The best advice my mom has ever given me. I probably should have thought about this a little bit more.
Yeah, we didn't know I was gonna ask.
I didn't know you were gonna ask me, but what's one thing my mom always. Growing up, I don't remember going to church consistently every Sunday, but my mother always had this strong faith. My mother and my grandma, because my grandma, raised me a lot too.
Rest in peace, Miriam. Love her so much. Yeah, oh my gosh, she was a great woman. She is a great woman.
And my mom and my grandma, they always reminded me about faith and just trusting God, knowing that He would always work it out.
Yeah.
And it's just something you have in the back of your mind. Like when you're going through things, you're like, you know what? Like trust God. Like even now my mom always sends me things out of nowhere. Like I could be having like the worst day. Like she doesn't know. She just texts me like, just remember to trust God. He always works things out. So I'm going to go with trust God. He always has your back. He always works things out.
Mom will send stuff through WhatsApp and I told her the other day, I said, thank you so much. You really made my day. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so she just, out of the blue, she just sent me a picture and saying, like, God loves you. That's something. And I was like, I appreciate that.
She's a good reminder. She sends these little like pictures and stuff, daily text every day. But for when she first started, I was like, oh gosh,
stop sending stuff.
Stop sending me all this stuff and taking up all my space. But it's always something like reminding you to like stay focused, keep your eyes on God, because He's got you.
Yeah, that's what's up. So shout out to Mama Ann.
Shout out to my mama.
My mom, she would always tell me to keep going. And that was one thing she would always instill in me, to keep going. And sometimes I do lose track of that, and it's not always the most thing in the forefront of my mind. But I do remember her telling me to keep going, because one time when I was a kid, I wanted to quit football or basketball, something like that. It was football. And I said I didn't want to do it anymore, and she told me you can never quit. Like never, quitting is not an option. You can never quit.
It's a good one.
Yeah. And so I kind of take that with me, because even when things go wrong, and I probably do the wrong things sometimes, I've done the wrong things in the past, I still have that never give up type of thing, to get back to do right stuff. So never give up, never quit. That's probably the one thing my mom probably instilled in me the most. And I appreciate you, Mom, for that. I love you. Thank you so much for that. And so we put this.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of nice, right? We put this question out there.
I know what you was gonna say.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
I was gonna put this joke out there too, but I put it on the other page, and I put, what was the best advice your mom ever gave you? And I was gonna be like, don't get high on your own supply. I said, oh wait a minute, that's Biggie Smalls. I can't say that. That's somebody else.
Okay, that's why I was like, I don't know what you're gonna say. I didn't know if he was gonna be funny. You never know what you're gonna what you're gonna get with you.
Yeah,
something funny or something real deep. It's like there's just no in between.
So I put this on Instagram. What was the best advice your mom ever gave you? So I told the people that we're gonna on our Instagram that we're gonna read some of these off. So this is some of the best advice that people got from their mom. One person, Justice179, we appreciate you, bro. He's always checking in with us. He said, believe in God. Same thing your mom said. Believe in God, right? So that's so dope. Tobias, Kathy.
This is my coworker.
Oh, okay. Hey, Kathy. It says, never co-sign for anyone.
Yes.
That's just a financial thing. Never co-sign for anyone.
They will screw your credit up.
Hey,
and it will be on you. Yes.
Yeah. Another person, Grizzle C. I guess that's it. I'm pronouncing it right. He wrote, when I passed my driving test, my mom said it's better to be late in this world than early in the next. Been driving 20 years with no ticket, no fine, or crashes. Great rule to live by. I thought that was pretty
like
cool.
That. All right, Mama. I like that one.
Yeah, Mama.
I'm going to use that one for my kids when they start driving.
Right. Ivo the Great said, word is bond. I don't know if he was replying to somebody else or his mom actually said word is bond. So we're going to go with that one.
I feel like a mama would say that.
Word is bond. That got to be an East Coast mama. M. Craner said, don't worry about what people have to say about you. They won't be the first or the last to say anything bad. Remember, because the one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world.
That's a drop the mic.
You better preach.
Man.
You know what I mean? You better preach.
Yes, Mama.
And Lauren Troyer said, your worth and identity is in Christ. The Lord loves you unconditionally and knows your heart the most. So no matter what others are saying, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. And look at life through a heavenly perspective.
Yeah.
Drop the mic again.
That's something I try to tell my kids too, having that heavenly perspective.
Yeah,
I think that would eliminate so much stress, anxiety, worry, everything.
Yeah, some great stuff, man.
That's
and,
some awesome comments.
Yeah. Y'all check out the Instagram to see some more of those comments. But salute to everybody who's been commenting, and we are glad to share your wisdom with people. So we hope that this advice helps other people. You know what I mean? And so that's awesome. That's awesome. We put out another post too. We got some great advice on that one too, on the KO page. But some awesome stuff. So we want to leave you guys with that stuff. So if you had to leave some advice for some up and coming mothers, if you had to leave some advice for some expecting mothers, for first time moms, what advice would you give them?
So I get this question a lot because I work in labor and delivery.
Yeah.
So I get this question a lot. I actually got this yesterday. So I was doing a hands-off report. Happy Nurses Week. Shout out to all the nurses. Doo-doo. I just had to put that in there because my husband ain't give me nothing. He forgets every year. But he better be getting me a good Mother's Day gift though. Yeah, we gotta talk about what you gonna get me for Mother's Day. But that's next. But so I get this question a lot. So I got it last night at the end of my shift. So he's like, they're like, oh my gosh, you're leaving. I'm like, yeah, you're in good hands. Another nurse is taking over. So they were having their first girl. And he is like, you told us you have 3 kids. And he's like, what advice? Like, can you give us some advice, before you leave? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, before I could even think about anything, the first thing that just rolls out of my mouth is just take it one day at a time. That's why I tell all my new and expectant moms, just take it one day at a time. Because I feel like we live in a society now where everything is let me Google this, Google that. Yeah. And I feel like, God has really placed some maternal instincts in us and even some paternal instincts too with the dads. Take it one day at a time. We started out, we were young, we were 20, 21, and we couldn't Google anything. We saw, I was the oldest one, so I helped kind of bring up my younger, siblings. But really, we just had to take it one day at a time. You learn your kid as you go.
Because every kid is different.
Every kid is different. Yeah. I told them, you're going to hear your stories from your mama, stories from your family, your friends. Every kid is different. Right. Every experience is different. Take it one day at a time. Get to know your child. Get to know whatever works best for you, your husband, and your child, your partner, whatever situation. Take it one day at a time, getting to know. And having patience, too, because it requires so much patience. Because the child I have is not the child you have. You know what I'm saying?
And that's probably my biggest advice is patience. Patience is the biggest thing because, like we said, not every child is going to fit into a mold. And so you will get your more difficult children, you will get your more easygoing children, and you get your one in the middle. And so all of our children are different. And so the patience that you have to get to know who they are and how they are, it takes time to develop a personality. And so you have to almost see, how do I treat this kid according to their personality? Because if you try to make every kid the same, you're going to have issues. And so I would say patience and never stop learning. I think that's one thing too, because parenting in the early 80s to 90s when we grew up is not the same as parenting in the 2019. It's not the same. And so you have to be ever evolving. You have to make sure that you continue to read, continue to watch, and continue to see what the next trend is, because if not, then you're you're teaching them things that don't apply to them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I want to add, too, it's not the same because things are changing, but some things need to be the same.
Oh, yes.
Like some morals and
Respect,
some standards
yes.
and some things that are just like, your kid might, culture might be telling them otherwise, but like son or daughter, like, keep this at heart. Some things you really need to keep close and keep in your back of your, like, right here and in your heart because, those are the things that are going to push you through. Like,
and I don't care what kid you have. There's always going to be some simple things. Respect people. You know what I mean? Believe in and trust God. Have faith. That's the one thing those are pillars that I don't care who the kid is. Yeah. We respect adults. We respect authority. Love your mother and father. Love your sister and brother, and also care. And like those are things that I don't care what the kid is. They have to be able to care for other people because if not, then you will be raising a narcissist, and you'll be raising somebody that thinks the world revolves around them. So you have to have this. You have to have pillars to stand on as parents, and so patience is one. And make sure your kids are well-rounded, too, in every aspect of life. And I think you'll be all right. But we appreciate you guys, man. And we hope that this quick Mother's Day podcast helped you guys. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers. Thank you guys so much for listening to us, tuning in. And, man, you guys have been amazing on Instagram, man. We got 1,500 followers on Instagram.
So much love on Instagram.
Yeah, y'all
so
showing some big love on Instagram.
I'm so surprised. I'm like, I'm so appreciative of, like,
when we wake up
any like or comment or just people taking time to reach out to encourage us. The way we've been able to minister to people through prayer.
Through DMs, through comments.
I mean, it's like a ministry through social media, and that's awesome.
It is awesome.
Yeah, I never, ever thought that I would be doing this.
Yeah.
And being able to minister through social media. I think it's awesome.
God is good, man. God is good.
God is good.
Thank y'all for joining AP and Toya podcast. We had, we wanted to be a quick one this week because you guys got to enjoy your week. We don't want to be bothering y'all too much.
Go enjoy your mama.
Yeah.
So let's talk about before we leave. What you getting me for Mother's Day? What you getting for me and your mom?
It's a secret.
It's a secret because you ain't playing nothing, or I
can't reveal my secrets.
Because I'm not cooking this year for myself.
No.
No,
I'm taking you out, girl. I'm taking you out.
What you gave me for a gift though? Because I had 3 of your big head babies. I'm
gonna give you the gift that got those big head babies.
No, I get that on a regular day. Ain't nobody got time for that.
All right, y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers again. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram. AP Toya Podcast on Instagram. Follow us, search and follow us on Spotify, Apple Music, and SoundCloud. Everything is the same thing, AP and Toya Podcast. YouTube family, what's up, y'all? Follow us, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Invite your friends over. And coming up soon, we're going to be doing some interesting stuff. We have some great ideas, and we can't wait to share them with you guys. So we're back in the swing of things. Summer is coming up. And, we might do some stuff.
And some devotionals. We're writing devotionals.
We got a bunch of, like I said, we have a bunch of stuff. Yeah. A couple devotionals, parent devotionals.
Yes.
We're writing a new book. We have some things that we're looking into. Also, we're going to start doing our live couples game night. We're going to start doing it on Instagram, Facebook, where we do a live game night with couples. And so all you have to do is be at your phone, your computer, and you get your hubby next to you, your boyfriend, girlfriend next to you, and y'all just comment. And we're going to have some fun. Like, we did a trial run the other day, and it was hilarious. Like, we were laughing so much. So we're going to do that again, live couples game night, and we're going to have some fun with that stuff. But y'all stay tuned. Follow us on all those social media platforms. And anything else, babe, I'm forgetting?
I want you to sing, Mama, you know I love you.
You want me to sing that on Mother's Day?
No, I want you to sing it right now as we close out.
No.
You know I love you,
Mama. Mama, you're the queen of my
heart. Why you leave me out there on heart?
Do your thing, girl. All right, y'all. We love y'all, man. Have a great day. God bless. Peace.
From the stars.
Your love is like tears from the stars.
Mama, I just want you to know.
Mama, I just want you to know.
Loving you is like food to my soul. Is that the words?
Yeah, you got it. Hey. All right, y'all. Have a good one. We out.
All right, bye.
Everybody screaming out relationship goals and all that there, you know what I'm saying? But I see this couple in front of me right there, man. Look, it look like the blueprint.
Yeah, we the realest ever, never branch off and leave. We stick together.